Alrighty. So, hello everyone. My name is Dakota Russ, and I am the president of Blue Raider Student Television. With me here, I have Emily Picarella, or Pickle Relish, who is the production manager and is in charge of crewing. So, just kind of to go through an overview of what BRTV is. BRTV is a student-run organization to where we produce TV shows out of this studio. Every position is crewed by a student. There's no faculty. So that's producer, director, camera operator, graphics operator. Everything is fully students. Oh gosh, I'm blanking. So yeah, I will go ahead and introduce the officers, who's the leading team. So our officers, as I said, I am the president of Blue Raider Student Television. We have Emily, who's the production manager, in charge of all crewing, member issues, anything like that. All members just contact her. We have Houston Chapman, who's our content manager, so he's in charge of all the content of the shows, just general like how they look, everything like that goes through the content manager. We have Justin Tart, who is our engineer in charge, so any technical issue that happens on set, whether a camera's not working, anything like that, he's the point of contact for that. We have Seth Sanders, who is the equipment manager. BRTV has a closet that is full of equipment that we can check out. So if you need to check out equipment, need to take it home to do a package, whatever it is, Seth would be the one to contact. And then we have Elise O'Leary, who is our social media officer. So she is the one that goes, she has, takes pictures at all the shows, posts them on social media, and just keeps our social media up to date. So do you want to go through positions, or do you want me to go through?
Just go through the general positions.
Okay. So general positions that we have producer, which a producer is pretty much the lead on a show. They're the ones that make all the creative decisions. That includes like the look of the show, what time it meets, what the talent's going to be, the concept of the show. The producer is the one that is in charge of getting a show from an idea to an actual working concept. Then you have director. Director is the one that sits at the production desk looking at all the cameras and calls them like ready one, take one, ready two, take two. So that's the director. We have camera operators, which operate the cameras. There's nothing really special about that, but they're still important. Don't get that. We have graphics operators, which operate a system called Expression, which is just lower thirds, all that stuff for live video. We have tape operators. Tape operators sit in the back, and they use a software called ProPresenter, playback packages, commercials, etc. We have shading. Some shows use shading, right? Not a lot, but shading is just the process of making sure the cameras are all lit correctly, make sure the color looks right, all that stuff. That's not really like a full position, but that's a position you can learn being at BRTV. We have audio. I always forget audio. Yeah. So yeah, audio is the one that just is in charge of all the mics. If we need something special, like getting mics into a room, audio is the position that's going to be doing that. We also have A2s that are kind of the helper to the A1.
Raise your hand.
There we go. And they are very important because as the A1 is in the control room mixing and getting everything sounding good, the A2 is the one that has to be the conduit into the studio, setting things up, troubleshooting. So it may sound lower like A2, but you're really the one doing a lot of the footwork. So yeah, that's a general run through. I don't think I missed it. Oh, we have technical director. That's important. Technical director, whenever the director is talking and saying ready one, take one, ready two, take two, the technical director is the one sitting at the board actually pushing the buttons and making all the commands that the director is saying. So yeah, ready for application?
Yep. Hey everyone, so if you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. So I'm the main point of contact for crewing and for anything problem related within the organization, so HR pretty much. So we have an application process. Anyone of any major can join. So outside of the studio, there's a sign that has a QR code. You can scan that QR code with your phone, and it'll lead you to a Google form. fill out your information, so your name, please spell your email right, or else you're just not going to get the emails. And what positions you're interested in, and what you want to learn, and what your experience is. So if you're returning on a show, you still need to apply again because your schedule changes every single semester. So it's kind of keeping track of that, and to keep track of all members that are with BRTV. New members, obviously, please apply. Last semester, as some of you know, we did have a surplus of people, so we had more members, not enough crew positions. I tried the absolute best I could to do like multiple people on a position, things like that, but I still had decent amount of people who either could, like, their schedule couldn't align with any of our shows, or just there's too many people, not enough positions. So that can't happen again this semester, so I can't promise I can get you all on a show, on a position. But yeah, I send out weekly emails every week to let you know what shows are happening this week. Usually the producers, they have a group me, so once you get assigned to a show, I'll send out a crew list. This coming Monday, I'll go through this weekend all the applications and crew everyone on a show the best I can, and then I'll send it out Monday, and then the producers will then go ahead and put you in a group me. The group me will be like the main point of contact between your producer and the show. So they'll send out crew call times, anything that's canceling, things like that. That is up to the producer. And yeah, am I forgetting anything? Anything I should keep in mind? Any questions real quick in general? No? All right then. Well, I'll hand it back over to Dakota to talk about shows.
All right. One other quick thing, just talking about officers, stuff like that. Houston Chapman is the one that you would want to contact, or you could contact me and Emily and we can get in contact with Houston for you. But if you have a show idea, like you don't want to be a crew position, anything like that, you have an original idea that you want to be a producer for, reach out to us and we'll talk with Houston and we'll try to get your show on the road. More than likely won't happen this semester, but like next semester, if you're like a junior or below, yeah, we can get your show on. That's actually what's happening with one of the shows, If You Know, You Know, that just is getting greenlit this semester. So we're trying to keep our shows constantly updated, constantly changing. So yeah, so now I will call on Ryan from The Wave.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I'm one of the producers for The Wave. And basically, The Wave is a music-based TV show under BRTV. We're actually going to be starting our 6th season tomorrow, so The Wave is the longest-running BRTV show, which is really exciting. How it works is we reach out to local artists in the area, so musicians, bands, that type of thing. They can be in school at MTSU, or they can just be like in this area. Our package reporters will reach out to them, and then a couple weeks before the show, they'll sit down with them, interview them, and get to know them more of as like an artist, as a person. And then a couple weeks later, on Wednesdays, we film the episode. So we'll have the stage set up. Myself and my co-producer Natalie, we're in charge of deciding like the LED wall background for when they're performing, all those kind of creative details, lighting, all that type of stuff. So they'll come in, we'll do a sound check with them, then they will film their performance as many times as they feel comfortable with. The director calls all the creative shots when it comes to the performance. And then after that, our host will sit down with them for an in-studio interview. It's normally 5 to 6 minutes, just getting to know the artist more about their music, their career goals, that type of thing. And then The Wave posts 15-minute episodes on Instagram and YouTube. You can watch them on IGTV. MT_The Wave, go follow us. But yeah, it's basically just a great way to get to know local artists. It's a great way for artists on campus to kind of promote themselves. We have a good amount of views, so it's really fun and it's a great experience, and it's good for the artists to kind of have that in-studio experience, interview experience, that type of thing.
Speaking of local artists, Dalton, raise your hand again.
And all the songs that you were hearing as you were sitting waiting for the meeting, those are all artists that we've had on The Wave. So thank you.
And now we'll go sports balling.
All right. Okay, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to take a look at this. Jeez. We didn't have this LED board last semester, so I'm representing Sports Ballin'. We're getting ready for our 3rd season here on Blue Raider Television. I'm Dylan Simmons. I'm the host of Sports Ballin'. I'm here on behalf of Houston Chapman. He couldn't make it tonight, but this is kind of his show. That was his idea. And it's been a fun ride so far. We got started in January of last year, and it has just been awesome ever since. And basically, where are my sports people at? We got any sports people? There we go. I see a few of you. All right. I think this is the show for you. So what we talk about with Sports Ballin' is it's all Tennessee pro sports. We cover the Titans, Nashville SC, the Preds, Memphis Grizzlies. We even talk about the Sounds on occasion. We cover all Tennessee pro sports. We have hot takes of the week where we discuss controversial things that we all then, very harshly debate each other about, say that one thing isn't right, or it's kind of like your typical sports debate show in that sense. But we keep things friendly, we have a good time, and it's really, really a fun occasion for everybody involved. So Houston wanted to tell me that they're in need of camera operators, they're in need of a stage manager, they're in need of a lot of those positions. And I would just say it's a fun time. We always enjoy it. We always are able to find new things that just make the show fun, and we can't wait to get Season 3 started. So I'd say give it a shot and see what's potentially going to come, because Sports Ballin' is an awesome show. And I think that's about it.
And now, if you know, you know.
Welcome, everybody. All right, I am Tony. I am the host, well, not the host, I'm the producer for the revived game show, If You Know, You Know. It's a game show, best friend trivia game show, that I'm pretty much formatting as a watered-down Family Feud. And it's definitely an interesting concept. We got this new graphics. It's all retro. It's all neon. It's pretty cool. I like it. I'm pretty sure that was designed by you, right? Yeah, so he's awesome. So we're obviously going to need, camera crew, stage manager, all that sort of stuff. Graphics, obviously, we got a lot of really good graphics for questions and whatnot. And speaking of which, if perhaps you have any interesting questions that you could use to have besties quiz each other on or answer for each other, then perhaps you could be a writer. And we're also going to need some contestants, so invite your friends or get your friends to get their friends, and we need a host. That's about it.
All right. So just a couple things before we head out. First of all, the shows meet on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, weekly. Sports Ballin', I believe, is it 6:30? Yes. Okay. So Sports Ballin' will be 6:30 on Monday nights. Usually lasts about, 2 hours? 2.5 hours. 2.5, okay. So that one's a pretty quick show. Then we have The Wave, which meets on Wednesday nights starting at 7 p.m. and with just having live performances, a bunch of moving parts. We usually get out of here by 10 or 11, so that's our really long show. And then, If You Know, You Know, is that 7 p.m.? 6:30. All right, so Fridays at 6:30. We don't really know the time yet, but it should be pretty similar to Sports Ballin'. Fairly simple show. So, yeah. And one more thing to put in your minds. The positions may sound intimidating, especially like director, producer, graphics, all that stuff. That's the point. It's supposed to be a creative place that you can make mistakes. If you make a mistake, it's fine. No one's going to judge you, anything like that. Our purpose is to get you used to the equipment, used to the workflow. So don't not join or not do a position because you're scared about, I'm going to mess up or I'm going to do this. It's fine. We all mess up. The goal is to have fun and to get used to the equipment and hopefully prepare y'all to enter the professional world. So.
I'll say something real quick. So I just want to bring up, so BRTV is a student organization, so there means there is an organization due of $10. We do have a Venmo, so I will send out a Venmo to send it to. It's pretty much sent to Dakota. You can pay in cash if you want, but we do recommend Venmo. It's just easier to keep track of things like that. And if you're interested in hosting, If You Know, You Know, reach out to me so I can send you to the producers, because I'm going to let the producers decide if there's more than one host, let them decide who they want to host their show. And yeah, if you, like he said, if you want to be a contestant on the show, if you're like a part of another show, like if you're a crew of Sports Ballin', come on for a night and just have some fun being a contestant. We're going to be looking every week. So yeah. you, get you and your bestie, or get someone else you may know who want to be on the show. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part.
Also to note, the Venmo will be my account, so more than likely you'll have to do some sort of verification process to verify that it's me. That happened last semester. Just email me and I'll walk you through that. Another thing, we have very limited stock, but we have the BRTV shirts that are available for purchase for $25. You don't have to have it, but if you think they're really cool and you want one, you can have one. Just tack that on with your due with a shirt size. So now I think the meeting's over and tour.
Yeah, you can tour the studio.
Yeah. So if y'all want to tour the studio, ask questions, see where the positions are, feel free, but you are released. That is the end of the meeting.
Thanks for coming, guys.